Hello, beloveds, and welcome to the Rainbow Goddess YouTube channel. It has been a while since we have come together in this space, and so I warmly welcome you, and I hope each one of you are doing well. And I really wanted to make a video today for what we are all moving through at this present time. Although we are all having our own unique experiences, there is many of us that I feel are moving through such a immense time of transformation. And with that, we are going through such a rapid level of acceleration. And so it's beautiful. Yet at times we can feel the polarity that is coming up through these experiences that we are having, whether it be in our relationships or whether it be in our jobs or our family dynamics. There is a lot externally manifesting to really bring us into greater alignment with the God source within, the divinity within. And these experiences are sometimes a paradox in that it feels like they are pulling us off track, but in actuality, they are only illuminating that which is out of alignment within you to support you in coming back into greater harmony within your being. And so I wanted to speak into that because sometimes it can be so subtle, the energies that are coming up and that are manifesting externally, that we don't actually recognize it as an opportunity to call it all back in and to refocus our awareness inward. And I feel at times we can get so brought into the energies of the external that we get stuck in these cycles where we're not actually able to reset the energy or clear the energy or bring it into balance because we allow it to take us off track or it distract us from what is really the message. I feel like that is like what I'm receiving is these sacred messages. If we could perceive each situation as a message from the universe, communicating with you through the external realm. And so, as I was feeling into this today, I was closing my eyes and going inward and finding the origination of this energy that I'm experiencing externally. And I was able to really connect into where I felt it in my body. And then even greater, which really allowed for me to shift it completely, was actually to call back all of my energy to the self. And when I finally was able to do that, there was a massive shift in my frequency. And I realized that it was just all of the ways that I projected my energy out, into relationships, places, and spaces. And it was creating this wobble where I was getting so caught up in the external that I was not actually realizing that I was sort of spreading my energy too thin, that I needed to actually call it all back into the 0 point. And when I was able to do that, I felt so much more stabilized, centered, and just a sense of well-being. So I just wanted to walk you through what I did to support myself with this for all of you today, because honestly, I feel collectively there's a lot of emotions and things that are manifesting that are creating this wobble, and it's pulling us off track. It's pulling us into these distracted energies and things that we really don't need to play into, that we can actually just bring it back. And so if you are feeling, these energies that are creating this wobbling or this instability or this sense of like, oh, I must have more healing work to do, or oh my goodness, like, this is intense, and all these things are happening, and now I'm feeling very unstable and unbalanced, then this is for you. So I just invite you all just to take a moment to place your hand on your heart, and you can close your eyes, and let us just connect with our breath, and let us signal to the body that we are truly open to connecting with the self, the mind, body, spirit. Feeling that heart beat beneath your hands, and feeling in this moment how beautiful it is that we are here now, breathing, healthy, alive, and feeling our hearts just opening through that reminder of how beautiful life is, how beautiful you are, how beautiful it is to just experience the wonder of creation in all moments. And as we feel into our hearts, giving permission for our hearts to open, blossom, bloom, flower, and remembering that your garden, beloved, is your sacred, your heart is your sacred garden. And through that remembrance that our heart is a garden, we can open and flower and connect into the frequency of beauty, of divinity, of grace, of love, of all of the things that you feel when you connect with nature. It is also within you. And so as we tune into our heart garden and we feel the opening and blossoming of this garden, just being aware of how your garden feels today, how your heart feels. Bringing awareness to the flowers. Do they feel that they need more nourishment, more water, more light? Are they looking a little wilted? Or are they feeling bright and expanded and in full bloom? You're not judging or attaching to however your garden looks, but just giving permission from your higher self, from your God self, to bring in that which you need to feel supported, to feel loved. Connecting into the frequency of water that nourishes your heart garden. Connecting into the warmth of the sun, maybe seeing a sun above your crown shining brightly and filling you up with that solar light, that food for your plants within your garden. Maybe you need more oxygen. Maybe we need more connection to the spirit. As when we breathe in oxygen, we connect with spirit, the life force. Without air, without spirit, we cannot exist. We would not be alive. And so remembering that that connection to your breath and that breathing is that connection to life itself. And so bringing more oxygen into your garden, into your sacred being. And in this space of nourishment and love, as we do this so lovingly, I invite you all to witness your energy, picturing it or feeling it, seeing it, however it appears to you. And possibly your energy is quite scattered or connected to all these places and spaces, people, situations. Sometimes our energy and our focus and our attention can be so far away from us that we are so in the future, so in the past, or we're not even really fully here. So let's just imagine where our energy is. Maybe you see it as a white light, a luminescent field that's spread out. And I invite you now to ask your higher self to call it all back, pull it into you, seeing it retract and come in. And as this energy is being called back, ask it to be cleansed, cleared, and purified in the light of Source, in the light of grace. And with love, we just bring it back. And we feel it retracting from places, people, situations, events, past and future. And just bringing it all back to self. Letting go of our attachments to situations, to what others are doing, our attachments to all things, and just feeling how freeing it is to call it all back. So cleansed and purified in the light of Source, and see it coming back to the self. Breathing it back in. As you call back this energy, see it coming down into that space between the rib cage, right above the belly button. Seeing it shrink down back into the 0 point. As we ask our higher selves to assist us in letting go of all expectations, attachments to outcomes, and all of the ways that we have knowingly or unknowingly given our power away or given our energy away in ways that are not serving us in this moment. And just feeling that, letting go, in that energy and attention going inward towards the self. And as soon as you feel your energy and life force click in, I invite you to see a beautiful, crystalline, diamond grounding cord coming down from your higher self, down past your tailbone, and ground yourself in to the earth in the most loving, supportive way. Feeling that stability and rooting like a tree digging deep into the earth. And then just feeling, witnessing this beautiful light of the aurora rainbow sun above you. And it is beginning to sprinkle this beautiful opalescent light of grace, filling up your entire being, all around you, and feeling like an aurora light bubble around you. And this is holding you in the frequency of divine grace. As we have grace for ourselves and for all of the people in our lives. And as we send love and grace. And we see ourselves now connecting to that inward gaze, that inward space, the God source within you. Seeing and witnessing the light of your spirit shining brightly within you and expanding and oscillating and connecting to the purity of love that you are. And noticing below your feet and around your body if there are any cords or energy that simply we're willing and ready to let go now and dissolve through love and grace. And through our intention to do so, we just dissolve them and return them to their origination with love and blessing. And just dissolving them now, below your feet, around your body, behind you and above you. And just knowing that you have the power to command your energetic sovereignty. And that by taking this moment to bring awareness to what is happening within you, you can dissolve and resolve energies that are not serving you. And you can call back your energy now. And just witnessing how that feels as we continue to shower down golden light rays of opalescent hues, of pink and violet, emeralds, like a beautiful rainbow light shower. And anything that you're holding on to, give permission to let it go. Just see any weight, any heaviness, any burdens, worries, doubts, concerns, just seeing it all come into a ball of yarn, like a dark cloud of yarn, just bringing it all in. And then as we are ready, giving it over to your higher self to return to source, cleanse, clear, purified. We do not need to hold on to burdens, worries, concerns, doubts, or fears, as that simply it does not serve you. So hand anything over that you are holding on to your higher self now. And feel that release, feel that weight that has been lifted from your shoulders, from your solar plexus and your heart, and anywhere else you may have felt that discordance or weight, that burden, fear, doubt, anxiety, concern, stress. Just let it go, hand it over. And just seeing any of those roots or residual energy being cleansed in the light of grace, coming down and just filling up those pockets and spaces with grace and love. Now, as we see our heart garden, witness how beautiful it is now that we've cleared out some of that energy, now that we have watered our flowers, now that we have let go of those denser frequencies, and we brought our attention and awareness inward. I'm seeing a lot of butterflies. And I'm seeing this beautiful inner temple space that is brighter, cleaner, purer, and more harmonious than it was before. And I guarantee if you focus on this each day, that you will feel the shift within your own body, your mind, your emotional body. You'll feel how much better and cleaner and more supported the human is once we bring our awareness to that inner temple space. And as I close out, I would like to say a little prayer. Holy Mother of Divine Grace, and all of your beautiful angels, today we are open to receiving your blessings of inner wealth, as our hearts overflow with love, patience, abundance, and creativity. We welcome this energetic match into all areas of our lives. Through grace, we receive that which is in resonance to our beloved hearts. May the wealth and richness of our spirits guide us to bringing forth the wealth and richness of all that we need, require, and more, so that our cup truly overflows as we receive our bounty from all divinely guided sources. We extend the utmost gratitude, joy, and thanks and love to Source for providing. We know, feel, remember, and witness that God is our supply always. And under the light of grace, of love, and the purity within our hearts, we open to blossom and experience the love, joy, peace, and unity that this beautiful life has to offer. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and so it is. I want to thank you all for joining me for this transmission, for clearing and receiving grace. And I also would like to extend the invitation to any beloved sisters who are feeling the call to join me in my temple space of divine love, beauty, and grace as I hold a gathering twice a month. And this is part of the Crystal Academy, a beautiful online education platform that myself and my beloved Richard host as we hold weekly calls. We do all kinds of amazing things within the Crystal Academy. We do clearings, activations, healings, ceremonies, and we have all different kinds of tools available for you. So if that is of interest to you, please check it out. I'll post the link in the description. And you can also come to the Temple of Divine Beauty, Love, and Grace twice a month and receive the blessings of love, of connection to Mother, and the sacred sisterhood. I thank you so much for being with me here today. I wish you all the most beautiful, abundant, blessed day, and may the light of grace be with you within your hearts. And so it is. Thank you. Aho. Namaste. And blessed be.